to point them to Housing Wire to read Rick Sharga's take on why another foreclosure tsunami is still unlikely. He's got some interesting things on that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Well, we talked about
them.
that on our podcast 2 or 3 weeks ago, and actually we cited Rick as one of our experts who was giving us the information. So, moral of the story is stay the course, guys. If anything, try to pick up your momentum into the new year. I know it's crazy to say new year because it's August, but our coaching brains always go to the agents who are thinking about slowing down. This is the worst time of the year to be slowing down, even though I know a lot of you are feeling burned out and you want to take a break. Do take a break. Take a little summer vacation. Take a couple long weekends. It's perfectly normal and fine. But understand that your new year effectively starts at the end of this quarter. In other words, and if you want to have a fantastic 2022, you've got to be preparing in the previous quarter, if not now, of the previous year by fostering new relationships and getting new potential listings in particular started. One of the smartest things you can be doing is learning how to be a listing agent quickly. And that's the reason we have the Premier Coaching Program. The Premier Coaching Program is primarily a lead generation program showing you how to generate seller leads for free. Once you know how to generate the seller leads, we're going to show you how to pre-qualify them. We're going to show you how to send them a pre-listing pack, how to compete and win on the listing appointment. The smartest thing for you to do is become a listing agent now because it's just going to get tougher on the buyer side of the transaction. I don't think I need to convince any of you that that is true. So go ahead and text the word success to 47372. Text the word success to 47372. And when you do, we're going to text you back a link and you can join the Premier Coaching Program for around $100 a month. Just text the word success to 47372. So, Julie, what is the topic that we have prepared for
Okay,
these
and
guys?
this is by special request of some of our podcast listeners and certainly our Premier Coaching members because we do discuss this from time to time. Now, you and I typically rail against playing around on social media like TikTok and all of the other distractions, but you should be posting some things, of course.
So let's set this up.
Yeah.
So what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of doing the things that provide the least resistance, the least skill set, and really the least opportunity of being rejected. They are taught incorrectly to do those things first when building their real estate business. That is an absolute, huge, enormous mistake. And if you do that, you will not only spend a lot of money on silliness, but you will also most likely fail out of the business. So there is a place for passive lead generation. There is a place for social media and whatnot, but it comes after. The analogy is the lead generation wheel, right? So if you can imagine a spoked wheel, a wagon wheel. Julie and I are out west, so we've seen some old historic wagons, right? So they've got those enormous spoked wheels, and each of those spokes basically is there to add integrity to the wheel. So your visualization, or what you should be working towards, is a wheel with at least 7 spokes, but the primary spokes, the spokes you build first, are the ones that are the proactive lead generation spokes. Those are the ones that are skills-based. Those are the ones that are going to be in your control. Those are going to be the ones where you can get better at that skill and you can become more effective at generating those leads versus all the passive stuff. The passive stuff where you're waiting around for a lead to show up is going to drive you insane and make you broke. The business, the sound business, the smart business, the controllable business that you want to have is always going to be based on proactive lead generation. And if you want to supplement with passive lead generation, go right ahead. And that's, of course, one of the things we teach you in our Premier Coaching Program.
Yes, so the theme is supplement. This is in addition to your normal lead generation, not instead of. Okay, so we're going to set this up with a few quick rules. This is your Monday to Friday social media system. Here's the rules. First, provide value with each post and include a call to action. That's what do you want them to do about it. Next simple rule, keep it simple. Don't over-engineer. Also, don't pay somebody else to do this for you. And do this systematically each week. So what we've got here, Tim, is a day-by-day systematic approach. For example, let's just start with Monday. Monday, market update. People always read these and they're looking fresh in Monday. What's going on? What happened over the weekend? Market update.
We have coaching clients who have built their businesses basically as one of their main spokes of just basically being a consistent and reliable source of local market news to their particular drilled down neighborhoods.
Yes, and people collect that. They compare week over week, month over month. They compare price ranges. They compare zip codes. They may be thinking about moving from one place to the other. This is something they do pay attention to. Market update.
Call to action, though. You kind of glazed over that. Or do you have sample suggested ones?
I'm getting there.
I won't touch on
you can
your
supplement.
point.
It's okay.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
So your market update.